Hello students, welcome to this video. In today's lesson I will be talking to you about how to locate a subject when a sentence begins with here or there. As you can see, I wrote a note for you here on the board, and it says that the words here and there are not qualified to function as subjects. Alright, so we know that those are not the subjects of the verb. So the only way to locate a subject when you have a sentence that begins with here or there is to look at the noun that comes right after the verb. Okay? For example, the first sentence here says, there is one way to find out. There is one way to find out. We know that this here is not the subject. So we look at the words that come after the verb. One way. And there you have it. That is your subject. One way. So, as you can see, the verb here agrees with the subject. One way. Singular noun is singular verb. There is one way to find out. Okay? The next one. Here are the reports you asked for. As you can see, we have here, but that cannot be the subject. We already know that. And the following is the verb. So we have to look at the words that come after the verb to figure out which is our subject. The reports. So that is our subject right there. Here are the reports you asked for. And the verb agrees with its subject, because we have a plural subject, the reports, okay, and we have a plural verb, are. Okay, the next one says, there are many people that need to learn English. We have there. We know that this cannot be the subject. We have a plural verb, and then we have many people. Plural noun. Okay? So we look at the noun and we say, okay, that must be our subject because there cannot be our subject. Therefore, we must use a plural verb that agrees with our plural subject. Many people. There are many people that need to learn English. And the last one says, here. We know that here cannot be our subject. So we look to the right of here and we have the verb, is. And then we look to the right of the verb and we see an example. Okay? Here is an example. So our subject here is an example of intelligence. Okay? Remember that a prepositional phrase cannot have a subject. You will never find a subject in a prepositional phrase. So if you see here of intelligence and you sometimes may get confused and say or think that intelligence is a subject. But then remember that you cannot have a subject in a prepositional phrase. Okay? So our subject is an example and it is singular. Therefore, our verb is singular also. Okay? So this is how you locate a subject in a sentence that begins with here or there. Next, I will give you more practice sentences and examples so that you can keep practicing with me. Alright, now you are going to help me locate and underline the verb. Okay? The first one says, here is a summary of the English language course. So which of these words do you think that is the subject? we know that the words here and there are not qualified to function as subjects, so we are just going to ignore them temporarily. Okay? So we must what? Look to the words after the verbs. A summary, children. Okay? So this here and this here are the subjects of these sentences. Here is a summary of the English language course. Okay? A summary, singular noun, agreeing with singular verb. Okay? The next one is, there are children playing in the yard. Okay? Singular, I mean plural noun, agreeing with plural verb. There are children playing in the yard. Okay, one more time. Why can't this here and this here be the subjects? Because they are part of a prepositional phrase. And you will never ever find a subject of a verb in a prepositional phrase. How do we know these are prepositional phrases? Because they come after prepositions of, in. Okay? Well, next I will leave you some homework. Remember that you need to practice as much as you can. For homework, you are going to write 4 sentences beginning with here or there, and write the subject in capital letters. Remember the rules, remember the tip here, the note. The words here and there are not qualified to function as subjects. And also remember that prepositional phrases cannot have a subject of a verb. Okay? Well, leave your homework in the comment section below this video. And if you have any comment, suggestion, or question, please also type it in there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.